Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is January the 2nd, 2021, and today I'm going to talk about dominion. Um, don't get alarmed, I'm not talking about the voting system. I'm talking about the word and the biblical, um, I guess, aspect of dominion. Um, I know I'm a little bit later than I usually log on and everything like that. So I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Um, I ended up getting out of the bed a little bit later than I usually do. I was up at 4. I just didn't get out of the bed until probably like 4:30 or something like that. And then I did do my full routine this morning. So that was another thing too. Um, Day 5 of the Faith Fit app with the 7-day devotional. I know y'all like this 7-day devotional done went long. Yeah, I've been having some gaps in between. Uh, when I guess I take a break in between or whatever the case is. I don't know, but yes, I did day 5 today. It was good. We were, like I told you guys before, my upper body strength and doing a lot of push-ups and stuff up with my wrist, I'd be like, ooh, afterwards, like, all right. um, but that's just me because of my upper body strength and my little wrist for those that can see me on Facebook, um, and everything like that. So, but yeah, overall the workout was good. And I enjoyed the message of today, which I don't remember at the moment because my mind has been swimming and engulfed in dominion, so I apologize about that, but you guys can see on Facebook I usually post whatever the topic is or whatever the case is. So I posted it on Facebook if you're interested to see what the topic and whatnot was, or the theme for today's workout was. And again, you guys, if you guys want to try the Faith Fit app out for yourself, use the coupon code GSL to get 10% off, y'all. Because you ain't gotta do it for a price unless you want to. But yeah, so let's get into it, y'all. Dominion. Yeah, man. I guess I really spent some time in it today in regards to, writing the notes. Honestly, I had to do an extra prayer, y'all, because I was like, you know what, Lord, like I forgot to um take my time writing today because I just was like write, and then I was like, oh, I'm doing the scribble scrabble writing again. So I was like, Lord, I pray that you allow me to be able to read this clearly for the people, because uh, it just sucks to be like, oh, okay, let me pause and figure out what I wrote here, or hold on, let me go back to the Bible app real quick, or whatever the case is. But yeah, I pray I can read my chicken scratch out of y'all. Know about it though. If y'all been listening to me since the beginning, y'all know about it already. But yeah, that was a prayer because I was like, crap, man, I didn't even pay attention to that. As I was just, like I said, engulfed in the, I guess, message for today, or the topic for today, however you want to look at this situation. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So I looked up the definition for dominion. Oh well, let me tell y'all how I came to it real quick. Do I remember everything? Yeah. Okay. So after I got done with my prayer meditation, um, which was also good, um, the song "It's Not About You, It's About Jesus" came into my head, and so I was just jamming for a minute, and then I was like, "Oh, wait, are you trying to tell me something?" I was like, "Oh, is it not about me? It's about Jesus." Like, what we talking about, Lord? Um, but then I don't know. Even as I started to look up the verses, just something about it was like, not say it didn't sit right, but I guess that's my only way to explain it right now. Something about it just didn't seem or sit right about that phrase. It's not about you. It's not about. It's about Jesus. Um, Not that it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what happened was. So that thought led me to the thought of, um, well, it went a lot of different ways, but I don't remember each detail right now. I'm just trying to share with you guys the process so you guys know, like, I mean, because maybe if you're going through some similar things, or if you're taking out time daily to spend with God and you're listening and you wanted to know, and you're quiet and you're like, man, God's not talking to me. Perhaps, you know what I'm saying? These are ways that He's speaking to you, the way like He's speaking to me. Like, again, it can be weird, or it can sound weird, because it's like, when you're talking and whatever the case is, sometimes inaudible voices, and everything like that is how people communicate, or at least how we communicate, or whatever the case is. However, I don't know. I'm just trying to help you guys with that. If that's the place where you're in and you're like, I want to hear more from God, this is how I have been hearing from God in regards to what to talk about. And so that's why I share it. So apologize for going through that again, but just in case there's somebody listening to me for the first time or something like that, this is why I share my process of when I remember it. So anyway, so after the whole, it's not about you, it's about Jesus, I was thinking about some other stuff. I can't remember exact details of that right now, but that led me to think about, like, why did God make us? You know what I mean? Like, why did God create man? Which of course led me to the creation story, Genesis, everything like that. And so I took a look at Genesis, and that's when the word dominion kept standing out to me. So let's start with that. Dominion. So the definition of dominion is the power or right of governing and controlling, sovereign authority. Okay. So, I know I joked earlier about now. I'm not talking about them voting systems and whatnot, but can we say the elephant in the room? Isn't that ironic that that's the name of that voting system? But anyway, let's not talk about that. We ain't talking about that. Let's not even go there. No. Come back. Let's talk about the Bible, y'all. Dominion. All right, so let's get into that verse. It's Genesis 1:26. It says, "Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So, that is why apparently we were created, to have dominion of the earth. Now, one thing that was pointed out to me that I felt was interesting, or that I thought was interesting, it didn't say anything about having dominion over somebody else at that point. You know what I mean? It was all about the earth and the animals and everything like that. I was gonna say, so why for we want to have so much dominion over each other? But we'll get into that, I'm sure, in a second. But yeah, so that was, I guess, the original purpose, you know, of our creation. Now, if we keep going, Genesis 1:28 says, "And God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that move the earth." So again, he gave the directions of, hey, go be fruitful, multiply, have dominion of the earth, all the animals, X, Y, and Z. Okay, let me just talk about the word subdue real quick, and then I'll say what I was gonna say if I remember. So subdue means overcome, quieten, or bring under control. And then the interesting thing, it says of a feeling or person in parentheses, and the first definition that I found. But then I looked again, and then I found another definition that says something similar, but then it had at the end, bring land under cultivation, which I think is more so of what the Bible was referring to. So this was the original purpose of man. And we can see why, right? Like, or can you see why? Like, I mean, even just the knowledge, the little knowledge, right, that I know of what lands and I guess ecosystems or whatever the case is, how that looks without humans. There's things that are overgrown. There's, and that's the other interesting thing as well. The other interesting thing that came to my mind was like, you know what? Everything else on Earth does what it does when it's supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything else does that. Like the natural order, the circle of life, as they say, the life cycles. Like plants go through their cycles, animals, all the things. It does what it does, and it continues to do what it do. So therefore, I mean, again, you can see, say for instance, everybody. You've seen an example of this, I feel, but I mean, if you need another example, basically, one of the easiest examples that come to my mind is, say, for instance, you have a home or something like that, and you never cut your lawn, you never go, it's like an old home or something like that in your family or something, for example, and you have it in the family, but you never go there, you never cut your lawn, or some land, better yet, some land, maybe there's not even a house, there's some land that you have, right? So then you never go to the land, you never cut it, you never go, so you're gonna go and see an overgrown property, you know what I mean? If you ever go there, you're gonna see, grass, all grown, trees, and probably animals and all these things living on the land. If you don't cultivate the land, then it's just gonna keep doing what it do, which is grow. So perhaps, he created us humans to, keep some of that under control, in X, Y, and Z. I don't know about the animals, but I mean, obviously, I don't know if it was the intention, the original intention for us to eat meat, which I know is a struggle because I like meat too. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not saying nothing about that. All I'm saying is, according to the Bible, because it says something along the lines of like, well, okay, so this is why it took me so long, because I actually went and reread the creation story, or Genesis, that whole section, or whatever the case is. So, I suggest you do that yourself. I put that in and go see deeper section, so I suggest that you do it for yourself as well, just to get a reminder of what we were supposed to be doing. Now, I do feel like that changed, right? Not just because personally for me, but according to the word of God, that changed, obviously, when Adam and Eve did what they did, which was disobey God and everything like that. So if we keep going, let me see. Speaking of that, okay, so basically, now this is my personal opinion. I feel as if what happened in the garden, what happened with Adam and Eve, is they gave over their dominion for this, by being disobedient. They gave over their dominion to sin. And yes, their eyes was open to good and evil at that point. But I feel like this verse right here, I found this verse right here that I feel will give a good example of what happened in the garden. Even though this was said like probably much later, this was said in Romans 6:16. It says, "Do you not know that if you present yourselves to anyone as obedient slaves, you are slaves of the one whom you obey, either of sin, which leads to death, or of obedience, which leads to righteousness." So, in my little humble opinion, this verse right here is a good example of pretty much what happened in the garden. They were given some directions, they were disobedient, and they became a slave to sin. Now, speaking of that, so let me see, is there anything else I want to say before I get to that verse right there? Let me see, what is this one? And to him was given no, and but releasing from the nope. Okay. Okay, and then okay, so cool. So basically, and that's I apologize for that pause, y'all. I just wanted to make sure I didn't I put these verses out of order. So today the verses, you know how before like in previous episodes I'm like, man, these verses I found them and they all go flowing, whatever, whatever. Today I kind of wrote the verses in ways because I was looking at three different things and stuff, and so it was kind of written in ways that was jumbled. So it wasn't as smooth today, so I apologize for that, but that's why I just paused just now. But anyway, so back to the discussion about giving over the authority as well as, you know, becoming a slave to sin, X, Y, and Z. And so from here, um, you know, I guess basically in comes Jesus. So let's just go there. Let's just go ahead and go there. So it says here, Daniel 7:14 says, and to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom one that shall not be destroyed. So in comes Jesus. He now has the authority. He now has dominion over sin, over all of this. And so because of this, Romans 7:6 is in play. It says, but now we are released from the law, having died to that which held us captive, so that we serve in the new way of the Spirit and not in the old way of the written code. So, you know, thank God for Jesus. You know, of course, there's a lot of things that happen in between, you know, when it comes to, but between Adam and Jesus, you know, because there's a lot of years and, you know, all that. Well, on our end, and everything. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. That's the thing. So again, because of that, because of what Jesus did, Romans 6:14 says, for sin will have no dominion over you, since you are not under law, but under grace. So again, thank God for, you know, what he did on the cross, through Jesus, giving us that relationship, giving Jesus that authority and everything like that. So I mean, I think now this is just me. This is just me. I think that our purpose has gone beyond just having dominion over the animals and everything now. You know, of course, I guess our purpose is more so. Well, I can't say what everybody's purpose is. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, coming to Christ is one of the I guess goals of life, you know. Because there are verses that, and there's gonna be verses in the go deeper section as well if you're ready to go deeper about this whole idea of dominion and the authority that God has given and has, that Jesus has, and everything like that. But I just feel as if at this point, you know, again, it's believing in Jesus, and then I feel we'll get more understanding in regards to our purpose and, you know, what we are to be doing with our life and through our life and everything like that. But yeah, I think it's just a good reflection today. It's a reflection of, you know, not just the authority that we originally had and what the original purpose was, but then also the authority that we now have as believers in Christ. So hopefully today this hopefully sparks some interest in you to you know, seek, find, read, you know, get more information in regards to this. So so that yeah, you can you know, understand your purpose and understand why God loves us, and he loves us regardless. That's the other thing too. There was a quote that I shared, I want to say it probably was yesterday, about that I kind of thought of this morning, but I didn't write it down, so I apologize about that. You can go on our Facebook and scroll and see can you find it. um, I wish I had some merch. I got some merch created. I just need to get it. But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, wish I could do a challenge real quick. Like if somebody finds it, I'll give you a gift. um, but maybe one day I'll work up to being able to do things like that. But until then, y'all, yeah, let's just find our purpose, though, y'all. At the end of the day, I think just getting a good understanding of why God created us and why us, because like I said, everything else on earth is like it just does what it's supposed to do. So why did why did God create us? Why did he create us in his image, like with the ability to uh, get this knowledge of good and evil, and probably even the ability to eat of the tree of life and live forever, as the word says, which is why we ain't in Eden no more. Or whatever the case is. But I mean, all of these things are interesting things to think about and to let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds today. So I hope that this sparks some interest for you to want to do those things. And yeah, that is the juice of today, y'all. Dominion. Who has it? Do you have it? Where it came from? What you supposed to do with it? All those things. I think all those things are interesting to think about. So there you go, y'all. So the Bible verse of today is Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, "Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, fear not, nor be afraid of them, for the Lord thy God, it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow. No, because today's Saturday, y'all. So I look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Yeah, I forgot what today is. That's how days just blend together, and then holidays and all that stuff, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, I hope that encouraged you. Y'all notice I didn't really fumble too much, so my prayer was answered. So thank and praise God for that. I mean, toward the end a little bit, I got a little, but not because of the writing. I think just because I just wanted to make sure I said the word or whatever. But yeah, man, I feel good. I feel good. Go take a good old shower, and hopefully close my eyes. My two men folk, they got their eyes closed right now, so I can go in there and close my eyes for a few minutes and see when we gonna wake up and stuff. Gosh, Lord, do you want me to talk about all that? I mean, I've been keeping up a little bit with the politics stuff. I was not intending to talk about it. Like, Lord, what you want me to say? Like, unless you want me to just tell the people what I've been doing, y'all. If y'all want to check it out yourself, I think there's some interesting things going on Twitter. I'll put it like that. Some very interesting thing going on Twitter right now. Information that's just being put out there. So if you're interested, check out Linwood. It's LLIN, probably two N's. Oh well, I guess I can go and look. Wait. Okay, I don't want to lose my recording. You know what? Actually, let me go ahead and pick the music and stuff because I don't want to play them games, y'all. Don't want to play them games. Well, it's Linwood. Check out Linwood's Twitter. That is very interesting in some things he's saying right now. Well, I don't know about at this exact moment, but I feel real chill today. What about? Do y'all remember the? I was about to say, do y'all remember the song that I put on the or the music that I put on the thing yesterday? It's my sister watching. Hey, sister, love you, baby cake. You got Jimmy. You be checking out the juice. Oh, I just actually finished the juice, so the podcast version is going to be going live soon. Um, you know what? I don't want to play around with music right now. So, if you guys are interested in that Twitter, not say Twitter war, but in that, man, I want to get okay. Obviously, I'm supposed to give it to y'all. So let me see. Lord, just please don't let me lose it. Don't let me lose it, Lord. Please don't let me lose that recording. Okay, real quick, real quick. Hopefully I can find it. Um, it's of course y'all know Twitter.com. Check out some of the stuff that Lynn Wood is saying to us. Man, I mean it's interesting. You know what? Let me just Google it. I just want to give you guys his Twitter handle. I think you guys can find it on your own as well, but let me just hold on. Let me just make sure Lynn Wood Twitter, since we done went this deep. um, so it is okay. His Twitter is LLINWOOD. So yeah, he is saying a lot of things, which I'm not too surprised by, because again, I've been kind of listening to all this information about like the human trafficking and stuff like that, stuff that people ain't talking about in mainstream media. Honestly, I told y'all before about mainstream media. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't if I were you. Um, so then hopefully that your mind can be a little bit more prepared for the things that I'm hearing. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of things that's going to be revealed. We'll see. Again, just like I said yesterday, I'm leaving it in God's hands. I'm not sitting here going to worry about it. Um, you know, I mean, I pray that I pray that God's will be done. So, and I just know God is righteous, and truth loves truth, and so I pray that God's will be done. But all right, y'all. Yeah, check it out if y'all interested in that type of thing. And yep, that's all. That's all, y'all. Let me get this podcast episode out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And I pray y'all have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Talk to y'all on Monday, as the Lord's will. Bye.